Hello, I'm Dr. Bridget O'Connell, Superintendent of the Palisades School District. Over the past 10 years, Palisades School District has been working on career pathways to help our students understand what it takes to be a professional in that field and also whether or not they enjoy the work itself. Where we've come this year is working on career pathway advisories. So this is an opportunity for our higher ed partners, our industry partners, our teachers, and our students to talk about what's going well with the program and what needs to improve. This is the first year we've implemented career pathway advisories, and there were some challenges along the way. The video that I'm going to share with you, the first part, is the team of career pathway leaders talking about the challenges that they've had in creating career pathway teams during the pandemic this year. And then the second part of the video is highlights from one of our medical career pathway advisory meetings.
The purpose of an advisory, they'll exist in medical, business, arts, engineering, and education. At the time, we wanted to have kind of a limited group for lots of reasons. Because there's such a connection to so many of our pathways and international opportunities or global opportunities, we wanted to put a global career pathway faculty member on each of our pathway advisory boards. We wanted to have 2 members from that department on the advisory board, 3 people from the industry, a student who's in the pathway, and a post-secondary representative. And then moving down to number 3, the purpose of each pathway committee would be to advise career pathway educators on design, implementation, evaluation, maintenance, and revision of programs and curriculums. And I really like number 4, the advisory board may provide teachers or students with the opportunity for field experiences and networking opportunities.
Do you feel challenged in trying to identify folks?
Nancy's really done a good job attracting everybody for our advisory board, except it's a lot of work. Like, it's not, you know, a lot of people, they just won't get back to you, or they're busy, or, you know, COVID reasons. So Nancy, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but I know she spent a lot of time gathering up those names.
Yeah, I would say that, I mean, I've come across some people, especially some folks from Penn Community Bank, that are incredible and happy to help. And I did find a few in other industries as well. I think that for me, going back to what Rich said, like that 4th bullet point about helping us build up our field experiences, because that's the biggest challenge in the business pathway, is like coming up with the field experiences. I think the biggest hurdle we face really is about the clearances and trying to make sure that we set up safe experiences for students. So that is probably a challenge. But so if I were to get people together from our business field, our pathway, everyone that we've identified, that would be a focus. I would hope that there's some ideas that could maybe cross-fertilize from, like, Penn Community Bank has some terrific ideas, and maybe we have some manufacturing representatives that they might be able to talk, and we could have a conversation and try to set up field experiences that go beyond what we're doing right now, which is just during class time, where kids can choose and go back to that location and have something that's more structured. So
a lot of the information that they've been presenting to us over the past couple of weeks, because we've been able to connect virtually every week through our Med Career One pathway program, is from the business side. So if you need any connections that way through anybody through Lehigh Valley Hospital or Coordinated in terms of the business aspect, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to meet with you guys or work with you guys and setting stuff up.
This, I just got an email from an LVHN in their LVHN employee in their marketing department, which, you know, we're going to snatch up, of course, for our business department, and they branch out and do all their advertising and television and radio commercials. But I was thinking for Brent too, you know, they definitely have a big graphics design department at LVHN, and they'll be willing to share with you as well.
That was the issue we started last year. I'm going to just abbreviate to PAC, so I don't have to go Pathway Advisory Committee. So when I say PAC, that's what I'm talking about. we started that last year, and then right before we were reaching out to call people, Leslie and I, COVID hit, and then it basically pumped the brakes on everything. So like this year, we have to get that pack together for that whole thing. And then, like you said, mentioned before, field experience has been always the issue, because the arts are few and far between when it comes to how far do you have to go around. And then the question was, what is the limit as to how far kids are supposed to travel in terms of field experience when we get back to that again? So, I mean, I know there's opportunities around Allentown, maybe Doylestown, but, a lot of stuff's down in the city, but, that's...
This will start to make sense why we're here as an advisory committee when you see what I believe is really a representative stakeholder group.
My name is Haley. I'm a senior at Palisades High School, and I'm currently in the Med Careers 2 program.
Mark Chilton. I am a science teacher, biology and science department chair here at the high school. I've been at Palisades for 21 years now, so I've been here since the beginning of this program, I guess. So.
My name is Stephanie Gaiman. I'm the Director of Athletic Training Services for Coordinated Health, and I've been helping to facilitate some of the Med Careers programs from Coordinated Health.
We want to try to develop our program to ensure that our pathway is preparing students for post-secondary education and/or workplace opportunities. It's really about exposure to careers, and it's about taking the right coursework to be ready to either receive more training to pursue that career or maybe jump right into the workplace with regards to that career.
So if I may, I think what you just mentioned is really important. There are so many different aspects to healthcare, and you can be a provider, you can be a licensed provider, you can be a nurse, you can be physical therapist. We're starting a speech and language pathology program, and just, who in high school knows what speech and language pathology is, much less wants to go into it, just to expose these kids to what is available out there. And I think we currently work with, in Lehigh County, with the Emerging Health Program, which also is through Lehigh Valley Hospital and Lehigh County Technical Institute. And they take high school seniors and, run them through the hospital. And we work with them here. They come here to see what the fields that we offer. And we're doing the same thing with Bethlehem Votech, with their medical academy. And I see this outreach is really important to prime the pump, if you will, the pathway for these students that will be our healthcare professionals in the future.
One thing we've tried to do as we introduce the careers, and I think we're up to, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 careers that we introduce the students to over the semester. But with our own, and there's a school-based health program that we're connecting with more at LVHN, and me being new to LVHN, I'm learning about it as we all are, that connect students and schools to training programs like DeSales after we deliver like the medical careers curriculum, and almost to have that every week where you learned about 10 or 15 careers this week. Here's the training pathway for those, and here are the local resources, local schools that offer those training programs. And taking it to the next step, there might even be a week of the semester reserved for the application process. How do you need to be prepared as a junior or even before that for applying and getting admitted to these various programs? That I think could be a really nice connection between your various partners so that we're working together to improve the curriculum.
I really appreciate everybody's time and thoughts on this call today. I know there's a lot of it. I have a lot of excitement. I wish I was a student at Palisades when I'm just sitting here listening to this conversation, listening to this talk, and I know I've talked with people on this call. I've mentioned it to students. Things like this pathway weren't even a thought when I was in high school, and I'm so excited that we could provide working together with our community partners, local universities to provide these type of educational opportunities for kids that will be life-changing.
Thank you for this opportunity. We really enjoy doing this with the students and for the students. And it's just a pleasure to be involved. So I appreciate it.